Save up to 50% off roller blinds, sheer curtains and vertishears at ABC Blinds mid-year makeover sale. It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Just gone 6. Good morning. Hello, you.
Good morning. How's things?
It's a bit of a weird one for me today.
Why?
Because
It's normally Friday and you're all excited.
I'm excited. It's just I've run out of undies. And so...
Just in life. Is it wash time?
No, it's wash time, but I forgot to do the wash. And so I'm wearing yesterday's, but inside out. Is that okay or is that not good?
I mean, I wouldn't, but I understand that some people do.
Right. Is it a done thing? Is it a done thing for people?
I don't know if it's standard. If I were like, I don't know, travelling or living in a van, I might consider it.
Uh-huh.
But a fully functioning adult in a home with the access to washing machines and dryers, probably not.
Oh, no, I'm living in a van. Haven't you? Didn't I tell you?
Anything could have changed. It's been a red hot day.
It has been a red hot day. Hey, today's the last day for you listening to convince Tanya, our ticket hog, to give you a double pass to see Mariah Carey, Pitbull, Wiz Khalifa, Eve, Little John, and a host more with Fridays Live.
Yeah, we gave 8 tickets to Tanya and said you can keep them all if you like, or you can give them away to the people of WA when they tell you their sob stories. She only fell for the one. And she said, I'll give you a double pass. And it turned out Christie was giving her the biggest lie ever.
Yeah.
And now Tanya feels shy about giving them away, I think.
Shy?
I think she doesn't trust
shy.
anyone.
You reckon?
I think she might keep all 6 today.
Okay.
I think that they could. This is your last chance after 7:30, but I think she might keep them.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
How many tickets do you want to Fridays Live? That's up to you. On Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. I'm a ticket hog.
We trusted Tanya, an ordinary listener like you folks. We trusted her with 8 tickets to Fridays Live. We said, you can take all 8. They're all yours. Or you can share them generously with the people of WA when they call you and say, hey, please, can I have one? Now, Tanya was quite stoic at the start of the week. Said, no, I'm keeping these tickets for my friends. Day 2, we got a call from Christie. Now, Christie called and lied about her dad having Alzheimer's. Tried to connect with Tanya because Tanya's mum has Alzheimer's and is in a care facility and really went to the core of Tanya. And Tanya was so emotionally moved. She said to Christie, sure, you can have the 2 tickets. And then Christie revealed it was all a lie.
A big, fat lie.
And a lot of people said, oh, my God, I would never have done that.
Yeah.
You know, lying about Alzheimer's is not okay. But we gave Christie yesterday a chance to apologise because it had such an effect on Tanya that 24 hours later, Tanya was still feeling like she'd been really badly done over by Christie.
Take a listen to this.
Don't really know how to explain it, actually.
Right.
Still struggling with it?
Still struggling with it.
I mean, we had a chat off air yesterday and you did say, look, I get it. This is a game. It's a game.
Absolutely.
And if this is like you were watching a game of Survivor, there are plenty of people who make an alliance and then break it.
100%.
And they'll lie about anything. Mm-hmm. And it is part of the game. But it just felt very raw for you.
It did. I guess there's lying and then there's lying.
Right.
Yeah.
So, for example, we had Christie on the phone and she wanted to apologise. Would you be happy to take the call and hear the apology?
Yep.
Okay.
Through gritted teeth.
Yes.
Hello. Hi, Christie.
Hi, how you doing?
Mate.
Christie, welcome back to the show. We understand you had a big day yesterday too.
Oh, holy moly, yes, I did. As soon as I hung up the phone, because I just felt like I was kind of just drifting along with the excitement of Pitbull tickets. And then as soon as I hung up the phone, I felt awful, like that pit of your stomach, cringe level, what did I just do kind of feeling. And to Tanya and to everybody that has a loved one with Alzheimer's, I'm truly sorry for any pain caused. Everything you guys do is absolutely commendable, and I am truly sorry.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
All right, now, Christie, I have to ask.
thanks, Christie.
Are you lying or telling the truth?
I really appreciate, Christie, that you have confronted that and been honest about it.
So,
All all day at work, and I relayed my story to my co-workers and just said blank look of like, oh my God.
You're like, I'm a monster.
I'm a monster.
Do you want to give back the tickets though, Christie?
It's Pitbull. Pitbull's my husband, all right?
It is Pitbull. So I think that was a no. So Christie didn't give the tickets back.
No.
Yeah.
But the thing is that Tanya felt quite burned by it. So Renee tried yesterday. She called up with a really lovely story and how she'd really love to go because she lives in the country and hasn't had an opportunity and wants to take her sister. No. Tanya said no go. And Tanya's still got 6 tickets to her name, and today is your last chance to try and get them off her. Do we think Tanya's going to give it up?
Well, considering Tanya had another, 24 hours to ruminate over what's happened this week, I don't know. But you will get your chance to have your best shot at it coming up after 7:30, only here.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
On Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins, it's yay or nay.
Good morning, producer Rami.
Happy Friday. I've got a couple of yay and nays for you. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
First one. Shut up. First one. Cash is dead.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
I don't know how to answer it in that. Yeah,
or no?
it probably is, but I'm very angry about it.
Ah, okay.
I'm very angry
So
about
you're
it.
still holding on to your cash?
We need cash.
Yeah.
A cashless society is going to be a really bad thing.
It's a dangerous thing.
It's very dangerous.
So I say yay in the sense that, much like you're getting at, we can all see the writing on the wall.
They're closing all the ATMs. It's really hard to get cash out.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
But yeah, it'd be horrific if cash disappeared altogether. Horrific
Especially
for
if
a
we
lot
have
of things.
Some sort of a meltdown where everything shuts down electronically. And
Well,
then
not
you're
only
like,
that.
Oh, no.
Obviously, as you know, I don't trust the government and I don't trust them to be like, oh, everything's shut down, guys, but we know exactly how much you owe on your mortgage and how many
Yeah.
savings you had. Like lies. But my main thing is that I think about the people in our society who need cash the most.
Yeah.
Homeless
Elderly.
people,
Yep.
people fleeing domestic violence.
Yeah.
They need to be able to store away little bits of cash
Of course.
so that their partners don't know that they're in, that
Yeah.
they're not in danger.
Yeah.
And I just think that we are, and elderly people, like people at the highest risk in our society
Yeah.
are the ones who will suffer.
Oh, there you go. Very good points
It's
right
really
there.
bad.
Second one, peeing outside of a toilet.
3, 2, 1.
Segue.
Yay.
Being outside of a toilet.
trying
I
to word
prefer to
this.
get it in the toilet.
No, so I mean
Are
like...
you standing at the time, or what?
I mean as in peeing publicly, but like not necessarily in front of people, like so peeing anywhere that's not the
But if you
toilets.
don't do it in front of people, it's no fun.
I mean, nay.
No. So never done it in the bush.
I've had it in the bush once or
Who
twice.
else? That's a yay
done
for
a
you.
bush wee?
Yeah, sorry?
A bush wee.
A bush wee's fine.
Yeah.
Bush poo.
Well, yeah.
If you have to.
If you have to. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of like just everything sort of being out and you're in nature and
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel
I thought you
right.
were camping fishing guy.
I am camping fishing guy. It doesn't mean I have to like
Drop
every part
toilets.
about it.
I can proudly say I've never done number 2 anywhere but the toilet.
Oh, congrats, mate.
I mean,
So-
this just sort of suggests that you've never been camping for more than a day.
No, but I go camping, but there's always a drop toilet, at least. There has to be a toilet. It can't be like in the wilderness with absolutely no toilets. There has to be a
What
drop
about
toilet.
just one of those fold-out seats?
Gross.
What would you do? Just hold on to it?
animal.
The fold-out seat does the trick.
Speaking of animals, we have another poo jogger in WA, guys.
Yes.
We have a what?
Another poo jogger.
A poo jogger.
So this has made news multiple times over the last, 5 years, where all around the country, apparently joggers have the urge to just drop their dacks and do a little doobie.
The thing is, if you're running 20 odd Ks, like my cousin, he'll run 10 Ks at least per evening.
And where he
right,
just poos on his-
right, and
right
like
floor.
if you're running 10 Ks, it's generally a long way from a toilet, and sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go. And jogging, when you're jogging that long, it moves things,
Well,
moves things around.
This latest poo joggers hit Perth's Osborne Park.
A jogger dealing with a call of nature or a filthy, inconsiderate act.
Coming in and finding this in the morning is extremely distressing for our staff.
This Osborne Park poo jogger first unloaded back in December in broad daylight.
We thought, someone's obviously got in a bit of distress and did what they had to do.
But since then, it's happened 3 more times.
It is a biohazard and they are putting people at risk.
It is
I'm sorry, I agree with all that she
incredible.
says. Some of the words in there.
times.
Unloaded. Do we?
Literally.
Do we? Is it the same person?
The same person the last 4 times at this particular business in Osborne Park. The footage is incredible. I need my phone. I need to have a nice warm environment.
Yeah.
I need to be sitting down and quiet.
But were you just sitting there watching the footage being like, enlarge, 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 zoom in, enhance,
But
enhance.
She just drops it down, does it, and then runs off again.
That's not. I need to go when I go running. That's a vendetta. If it's like against the same business
Because
4
how are you
times.
wiping?
Exactly.
You're not wiping,
You're
you're,
not
still
wiping.
taking
You're
it
not.
home with
Exactly.
you.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's wrap this up. I got to do a poo.
All right, see you, mate.
See ya.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
I woke up this morning. Now, I first thing I generally do is I wake up and I take a look at how Elon Musk and Donald Trump's relationship is going in the US.
I didn't know that they'd had a fallout.
They have not just had a fallout, their relationship has gone nuclear
Yeah, great.
in the last, just few hours. This is breaking news.
This is what the world needs, is 2 exceptionally rich men to be angry and also feeling like they're emasculated in some way.
Yeah.
So that they can take revenge on each other
Oh.
and use the rest of us as pawn.
It's just wild. It's absolutely wild.
It's going to be great.
If you haven't been keeping up, when Trump was elected this year, Elon Musk was his biggest supporter, right? Elon was out in the markets in the US spending $1 million a day, giving away competitions for people to vote for Trump. That's how much. And then Trump got elected and Trump was like, oh, Elon's my best mate and he's going to set up this internal organization that's going to cut a whole heap of spending from the government. And you saw so many pictures and videos of Elon Musk inside the White House and in the Oval Office.
Besties.
Absolute besties. And then about a month ago, Donald Trump started talking about how he was going to bring in some stuff in the government that was going to start affecting Elon Musk's biggest business. The reason he's the world's richest man, Tesla. Right? Well, he didn't take that very well.
So now they're just at a war of words online.
But it's gone proper nuclear. Last week, Trump said, Elon, you're out of the White House. Elon very nicely went, okay, let's do a picture and a video. I'm going to leave nicely. And then it's just gone bananas this morning. This is Elon on his Twitter platform, X, right? Now, we're going to have a little bit of fun, you and me here.
Because this doesn't sound like he's taking it that well.
No, right? So you're going to be Elon, and this is you sending Elon's tweets. I want you to do your best Elon
I
voice.
can't do an Elon accent or it'll end up sounding like...
You want to give it a go?
No, it's going to sound like a streetcar named Desire. It'll be like me in the Deep South. I've got I'm not good at accents.
Well, I'm going to do my best Trump. Now,
Okay.
these are the public tweets that are going out there as we speak between these two as they war against each other.
Okay, Elon's just going for the jugular now.
All right, so in comes Elon.
I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it.
All right, now Trump's seen that, and he's tweeted on his own platform. Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore.
Okay. Elon's come back. Whatever. The entire history of civilization, there's never been legislation that is both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. And without me, Trump would have lost the election, Democrats would control the House, and the Republicans would be in the Senate. Such ingratitude.
The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Elon was wearing thin and he just went crazy.
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they've not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald John Trump.
Can we that's where we'll stop, right? Can we just say that one more time? Now, this is the first thing I saw when I woke up this morning that just made me go, oh my God, Elon's lost the plot and he's gone proper nuclear.
I mean, Elon said it, but weren't we all thinking it? Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald John Trump.
Watch this space.
Didn't we always assume he was in those files?
We always
Isn't that a given?
assumed, but gee whiz, I mean, that's...
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Now, yesterday, Kymba, about 6:50 yesterday, I brought a brand new segment to the show called What Do You Want to Talk About?
Yeah, I thought it was just because you didn't have anything else to talk about. You just thought we'd put it on the listener.
Yeah, maybe. Right. Now, I thought it was a massive success. We had people call through and they shared what they wanted to talk about, right, which was fantastic.
Yep.
Now, we had a meeting after the show yesterday, you, myself, and the rest of the team, and I put it out there to the group and said, hey, about that thing that I did yesterday on the show, or this morning, how did we all feel about it? Now, I've got some audio, which I was recording during our meeting.
I thought that it was that you had to tell people that you were recording them. You had to get consent.
I remember saying something at some point. I think I said, you might not have been there. Anyway, this is what happened. We all agreed that What Do You Want to Talk About is a great benchmark, and we should.
It's great.
I didn't mind it.
It made me sweat my balls off, but it's great.
And we want to bring it back at least once a week or tomorrow.
You might get away with it on a Friday.
On a Friday? Now, I believe that was your voice. I'm going to just play that little bit one more time.
You might get away with it on a Friday.
On a Friday? I believe that was your voice saying you might get away with it on a Friday. Sorry, what day is it today?
Oh,
Is that a Friday? It's today's. Today is a Friday.
Wow.
On Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, so very quickly, 131060. The floor is yours, right? With Kymba's fantastic idea here to bring this back on a Friday where you can call right now and talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't care. Just get on the phone right now, 131060. Whatever's just on your mind, bring it to the show.
I love and support you, Pete, and I want to get behind this. I'm a little torn because I guess this is on you, our gorgeous listener, because I kind of want them to not call and give you anything decent so that we never have to do this again. But the other part of me just loves seeing the thrill that you get when people call.
I love it.
And the true excitement that you feel. And so I want to back you in.
Thank you.
And I'm a bit torn. I'm like, I hope that people call up and tell us what they want to talk about. And I hope it's a great topic.
Me too. Now, look, it did. I'm getting nervous because I've only got just a couple of minutes to make this really sing.
Oh, so you have to ring immediately.
Yeah, right
13
now.
10 60. It's right now or
What do
never.
you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, there's a number. There's
If there's
somebody who's
something
calling
on your
through.
mind,
Okay, thank
something
God.
controversial, something fun,
Because
like
yesterday,
anything.
you remember yesterday, we had a young girl by the name of I can't remember her name. I'm so
We
sorry.
had a 9-year-old.
9-year-old
who called up to say that we need to charge registration for cyclists.
Yes.
I couldn't help but feel she'd been encouraged by a parent.
Have we got one? Yes. Oh, Paul. Good morning.
Good morning. How are we?
Good,
Paul,
going
you're the
well.
only person in WA who's up for a chat. What would you like to talk about?
I'd like to talk about Rami and his tickets to the football when he doesn't even follow. I reckon he should give them to me.
Oh, that's a great point, Rami. Hey, a lot more people are calling. A lot more
Producer
people are calling.
Rami.
Coming for me.
So, because that's a good point.
Producer Rami gets football tickets and he has lately been going to a few events at the football.
He has, hasn't he?
And I noticed that he's been talking about, we were in the box and we had food and we had drink, but he does not support any football teams and knows nothing about the game.
But he supports Oscar Allen from the West Coast Eagles, and he does support having a few bevies on a Sunday afternoon.
Big supporter.
Look at all the people. There's so many people calling. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is, again, roaring success. So
Okay, great.
Okay, Angie.
Angie, what do you got? What do you want to talk about?
I would love to talk about superannuation and not being able to access it.
Oh, that's a great topic, Angie.
Oh my God, don't even get me started on this.
Let's speak.
No, do you know
If
what?
Albanese was on the phone, I would just give him what for.
Yeah.
And I tell you, Ange, look, no matter what politician we've had in here, we've tried to give them what for, and it's water off a duck's back, mate. They don't hear a thing we say. But I
know,
understand superannuation is a joke.
You know, Angie, you just work your entire life, honestly, thinking to yourself, you pay all these taxes and then they just take it all off you.
Yeah, but it gets even worse. Now, you're allowed to withdraw your money
Yep.
if it's for a medical condition, i.e. you want weight loss surgery.
Yep.
Right, which is okay, health related. But I, on the other hand, and I know there's thousands of people like me, have had cancer in the last 12 months.
Oh.
And I have not been allowed to access 1 cent of that unless I was already in serious arrears with my home. Now, who wants to be in that position
Mate, you know
to
what?
start with?
Angie.
That is awful.
Honestly,
and also sorry to hear that you have had to deal with cancer.
Very sorry to hear that. But you know what? She's right. Like, my parents are in this particular position at the moment. Not that they're battling cancer, but that they are going through this part of their life where they're entering retirement and they're looking at their superannuation and all of that. And they've spent their entire lives tipping money into this thing, hoping that it's going to come back and they can live off it. And there's so many ridiculous rules and regulations that come into play that almost make you feel like, what's the point? Why am I doing this?
Like we should all be, instead of fighting each other, getting together and fighting the government.
That's a great idea.
I'm not saying I'm starting this, but I'm kind of starting
Kind of
this.
feels like you're starting to. See, isn't this a great segment? Isn't this a great segment? Rami, have we got any more? Is there anybody else you want to put over?
It was just the two. I don't know if we'll bring it back next Friday.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Hi, producer Rami.
Hey guys, what are we doing here?
We're feeling nervous.
Why?
Well, because on the board where it tells us what we're going to do on today's show at this particular time, it says surprise.
Oh, come
which
on, I
we
misspelled surprise.
think means surprise.
Correct. I love doing this to you guys. You have no idea what we're doing here.
No.
But this is why I come in with some gifts.
Oh my God, we always hope it's Lamingtons. Our general
No,
thing
it's
is...
not food.
Oh.
Stop talking about Lamingtons.
Because I
It's
was
not-
hoping it was pies.
No. Let me start it on a different note. You guys are across the name Neil Danaher.
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
current Australian of the year.
Absolute
actually.
legend, retired AFL player and coach, and he started something called the FightMND Foundation in 2014. This year, 11 years running, they've raised over $115 million.
Wow. That
to
is
find-
not easy in the world of charity.
No, so it's all to kind of raise awareness and hopefully find a cure for motor neuron disease, which we all know is just an absolutely awful disease.
Terrible.
Now, are you guys across what they do every year for FightMND and how they try and raise awareness for it and what they're doing?
Yeah, this is it's the slide, right, where you jump
big
on the
freeze.
big freeze.
Exactly.
And
What about it?
And all the footy players go down the slide.
I am very happy to announce
Oh, my goodness. No.
that it's the West Coast Eagles WA Freeze at Optus Stadium for the MND Big Freeze.
Is it Oscar?
It's
Is
coming
it
back.
our
It's
Oscar?
happening Sunday, June 15th. So next Sunday.
Okay.
And you can see fightmnd.org.au to donate.
Oh, please tell me.
This is where I come in. I've got some news about who is going to be doing it.
It's Oscar. It's Oscar. It's our sweet Oscar.
Now,
Oscar Allen.
last year, some big names did it. We've got Daisy Pearce, Andrew Embley, surfing great Taj Burrow, and cricketer Mike Hussey.
Right.
So we've got to big it up, right?
Yeah.
I made a few calls.
Oh. I'm so excited.
Pete and Kymba,
Yes?
one of you will be doing it.
One of us?
One of you
Doing what?
will be doing it. You'll be
Like-
getting dunked at the West Coast Eagles WA Freeze at Optus Stadium next Sunday in front of thousands of spectators.
Oh, my goodness.
Before the game takes place, you'll be getting dunked. Now, I've had a look at the,
What is this
the
selection?
weather.
When you say there's one of us, what's the selection process here? Like, obviously,
Well-
Pete's the footy guy.
I'm so excited. I want it to be me. You know what? Whatever's about to happen, you don't even need to worry about it. Just go, I'm out.
So you
and
want
I'll
to do it?
Of course I want to do it.
Okay, great.
I've always wanted to do the dunk tank or go down the slide or just be part of this thing.
I've heard you in
It's
an
so
ice
much
bath
fun.
before. You're not too great.
Do you remember us in the ice bath? We've done 2 ice baths together and we were both terrible. It
have
was so cold.
removed that trauma from my mind.
So what
I
we've
love
done
it.
in
I love
true
that you love this. I
in
want to know
true-
how we select it.
in true Pete and Kymba style,
Yeah.
what we've done is a good old roulette.
Okay, the roulette
Oh.
wheel's back. All right.
All right.
Okay,
fine.
we're
I'm
going to
com-
spin the roulette.
I'm comfortable with this because
gonna
usually it's me.
Spit out a name, and we'll see who will be doing the freeze next week.
Okay.
Sure.
Hit
Here we
it.
go.
What? I am not the person for this job.
She's rugged up in a coat right now.
I'm literally wearing an Eskimo coat in this studio. I'm so cold.
She's right. She's not the person for this job. Why?
I'm not the person for this.
This is a very different situation than one we've been on before, isn't it? Pete's really upset he's not getting to do it.
I am mortified.
I don't really want to do it.
No, it's a good cause though.
It's an amazing cause.
It's a great, it's a great exposure for them and for us and for you and for everyone.
But hang on. But don't they also have like costumes? Don't they dress up and do like what are the rules around that? I don't know any of these things.
So next week from Monday, we're going to have to start planning this out because we've only got a week to get some sort of planning action. But next Sunday at the West Coast game, you're going to be at Optus Stadium.
I don't have to do it in bathers, do I?
Well, you know what? I want to.
Hang on.
I want to pick.
I've got so many questions.
I want to pick what she's writing down.
Pete, Monday, get me 3 costume ideas.
I'll get you. I've already got
with Kymba's consent that you are happy for Kymba to be wearing, and we'll get the WA public to vote.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Is this legit?
This is legit.
This is happening.
I've got paperwork here to prove it.
Next weekend.
Yes, next weekend, Sunday. So that's the West Coast Eagles WA Freeze at Optus Stadium for the MND Big Freeze happening Sunday, 15th of July. 20 degrees with a few showers, by the way, at Optus Stadium next Sunday. So good luck. See fightmnd.org.au to donate.
It's a great honour. It is a
great
honour.
I sort of feel like I don't belong.
You're a bit starstruck.
Well, because these are big names. Everyone's going to be like, who's that chick going down the slide?
Back yourself in, mate.
I will make sure that I dress you appropriately so everybody will recognise you.
I'm going to go with Sia.
You're going to be in a bloody Pokemon outfit. No,
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
How many tickets do you want to Fridays Live? That's up to you. On Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. I'm a ticket hog.
We've had ticket hog Tanya in here all week. Good morning, Tanya.
Good morning.
And we gave you 8 tickets at the start of the week and said you can take all 8 of these to go to Fridays Live with your mates.
Yep.
Or you can give them away to the people of WA as they call each day and try and convince you to give up a ticket. How have you found the job so far?
Hard, actually.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Very difficult, yes. And with Wednesday's little throw.
Yeah. Well, it has been a week of drama that we didn't expect because we've had a couple of people who've tried to get tickets and you said, no, I'm keeping them. But then we did have the one phone call on Wednesday and Christie called up and tugged on the heartstrings by saying her dad also has Alzheimer's like your mum does.
Yes.
And you very kindly said, oh, that sounds like a terrible journey. I'm going to give you the tickets. And we found out Christie was lying.
A big fat lie through the tears in everybody's eyes in here.
As a result, when Renee tried yesterday with this, it wasn't enough to get her over the line.
I live in a remote country town. I don't get the opportunity for events like this. I'm a big, big fan of Mariah Carey and Pitbull. I only want 2 tickets, and I'm not lying. My sister's been through a really, really hard year going through divorce, losing friends because of it, and I'd really love the opportunity to take her out for a night to remember and for me to remember as well. And I'm running late for a work meeting to take this call. Just to add that in there.
So you're not getting a lot of Pitbulls and Mariah Carey tours to your country town where you are, Renee?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's over to you, Tanya. Ultimately, it's your decision. So
yes. Yep.
You've still got 6 tickets remaining.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm not giving tickets away today. Sorry, Renee.
I understand.
The ice in your voice when you just
felt burned, Tanya. You felt burned after Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was so good.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's see how you're feeling today, right? It's a Friday. Maybe you got a bit more vibe about you. 13-10-60. This is your last chance to convince Tanya to give you a double pass.
Good morning, Kyle.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah, good, Kyle.
All right, Kyle, it's over to you, mate. You've got to try and convince Tanya as to why you deserve a double pass off her.
All right. Well, I'm not going to do the whole sob story. I just want to say that I just want the tickets and I just want to party. That's all I want to do.
I love it. What's your situation, Kyle? Who would you take?
I would take my wife. We don't get the chance to go to much concerts. We are farmers in rural WA. So,
where are you farming?
Just out of Mount Barker.
Okay.
Right. So, mate, the backbone, get a load of that, Tanya. The backbone of the Western Australian economy has called up this morning.
How often do you get to concerts, Kyle?
I haven't really been to one. So.
Oh, you've never been to a concert. How old are you?
No, 29.
Oh, 29. Never been to a gig.
I got
Kyle.
3 kids, so no, don't get a chance too often.
Oh, Kyle.
3 kids, working the farmer life.
Yep.
Yeah, no, living the dream, partying away in the tractor.
Mate, you sound like a legend, Kyle. You sound like an absolute legend. But it's not up to us. It's up to Tanya.
Yeah.
Tanya, what was the
Yeah,
first concert you ever went to?
I don't even remember.
You've been to too many concerts to know, and you've got 6 sweet tickets in your hands.
Oh, no.
What do you think? Is Kyle from the farmer from rural WA, is he going to get to go to his first concert with his wife?
This looks like a really painful decision for you.
It is.
There's a couple of friends in her life and Tanya's life that are like, oh, God, we're about to lose our shot.
What are you thinking?
Look.
Go on, give me a day off, Tanya, please.
Oh, listen, Kyle, you sound like a sweetheart. You sound like such a good bloke, Kyle.
What do you want to do, Tanya? It's up to you.
I know. It's just a hard decision to make, but I'm sorry, Kyle, but I'm not going to be able to give you the tickets today.
I'm joking.
She's got it. She's gone the whole week.
Kyle.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll forgive her.
Oh, mate, you
sorry,
would forgive
Kyle.
her being a good bloke from rural WA.
You've made it to the end of the week.
Wow.
6 tickets, Tanya. Have you got 6 friends to take to this gig? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, but I'm actually going to throw a bit of a curveball if I can.
Yeah?
I would like to go back to Tuesday.
Yes.
And I would really like to give Chantel 2 tickets.
Okay, so this is super interesting, right? So Chantel was our very first person that played this game, and you said no to her. We've actually got some audio here. This was Chantel on day 1.
It'd be amazing if I could get offered these tickets because I've recently found out after 13 years my partner's been cheating on me for 6 of it.
What?
Yep.
13 years in, and you found out they've been cheating for 6 years.
Yep.
Oh, my God, Chantel.
Wow.
So I definitely need a really good girls' night.
How long ago did you find out?
2 weeks just before I went on a business trip.
And how? How'd you find out?
So there's a page on Facebook called Are We Dating the Same Person?
I
and
follow
I
this
put his
page.
picture up.
You put his picture up?
Yep.
Did you have suspicions?
And found 2 people. Yep.
Wow. Tanya, are you prepared to give one of your doubles to Chantel?
Unfortunately, Chantel, I'm really, really sorry about your situation. But I'm going to be a ticket hog today.
Now, that decision has stayed with you this whole week.
It has.
You talk about it every day.
Yeah.
Because we asked you the following day, did you regret it? And you were like, oh, I felt awful, but also it was such early days. It was the first day of the comp and you've got friends who want to go to the gig.
Yep.
Well, our producers have just got Chantel on the phone right now. Good morning, Chantel.
Good morning, guys.
Tanya, do you want to tell Chantel what your plan is?
Yep, Chantel, I've got some news for you, and I'm going to actually give you 2 tickets for Friday's Live.
Thank you so much.
Chantel, we talked about you all week and how your situation...
God, I know.
We all went home to our partners and went, oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, it was funny. The amount of people that were commenting on me on it. It was played every hour on the hour for the first day.
Good old radio, eh?
Oh, good news story for you,
Thank
Chantel.
so much. That's so good. Thank you so much. That means so much.
I do have to ask, were you lying about your story or not?
No, her story was legit.
God, no. Wish I was, but I wasn't.
We found that out.
Yeah, now, Chantel, thank you. Enjoy the concert. All right, Mariah Carey, Pitbull, the whole lot. Mate, it's all yours.
Thank you
all right?
so much.
Have a
That's
great night.
amazing.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Thank you.
And thank you, Tanya, our ticket hog. You played with grace and humility throughout the week. You've got 4 tickets for you
Awesome.
and your friends to go and enjoy Fridays Live.
Yeah.
And you very generously helped the other people of Perth, and particularly coming back around to Chantel was very sweet.
Thank you.
All right,
See,
good
good
on you,
hearts
mate. Yes.
prevailed.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Coming up after 8:30 this morning, we're bringing back your interactions with Ben because we had some cracking stories yesterday.
I'm worried about this.
We got inundated with people who were calling saying, please, can I talk about my interaction with Ben? I need to tell my story.
I know him, yeah.
I know him very well.
I don't think it should be really on your list of concerns because I have something greater that I need you to deal with
More
first.
concerning.
More concerning issues.
Okay.
In that I think we're on about day 3 now of my house smelling absolutely rancid.
Oh. Is it day 3?
It's day 3. And
Jeez, you've been
it's disgusting.
So day 3, do you accustomed to the
Oh,
smell
no.
more? Like
no.
after
This
day
smell,
3 is not...
the smell in my house right now is unquestionably a dead animal. There is definitely a dead rat. I think it's a rat in my roof. It is. It is a smell like no other, right? You absolutely cannot get it out of your nostrils. Even when I'm at work, I can still smell it in my nose.
Oh.
I cannot get rid of it. Now, my darling, gorgeous partner, James, has very kindly gone up in the roof. He's tried to access the roof and gone through it more than once. We've gone outside and removed roof tiles and tried looking for it, and we can't find this thing. And I was thinking, Ben, with someone as agile as yourself.
nimble.
Nimble.
Yeah,
That's the way I describe you. I was like, look at him. He's like a gazelle the way he moves.
Not that nimble.
I was like, nimble enough to maybe join James up in the roof and sort of like a team effort.
Yeah.
Because I've Googled it and they've said that if I don't find it, that essentially this smell in this weather could be about a 6-week decomposition.
Yeah, because it's
in the
cold
summer
at
when
the
it's
moment.
real hot, when it's really hot, you get the flies and the maggots and everyone does their role and we all help out.
Yeah.
And then it goes faster. When the weather is a little cooler, that is not what is happening. It takes a very long time.
Is it
What about...
Go on.
Are you going to say spray the place with Febreze or something? That ain't going to cut it.
What about
Nala the Stimson Python?
Nala the Stimson Python?
She could come over and maybe...
Will they go for a
track it
dead
down.
one?
I thought they like live rats.
Well...
I suppose, but snakes and stuff, you feed them dead mice and that, don't
Do
you?
you?
Yeah.
you're actually not supposed to feed them live, I don't think.
Oh, because they get a taste for it.
Well, they get a bit more snappy.
Do they really?
Oh.
It just sounds like a lot of fun. Well, mate, if none
Yeah,
of the
well-
Stimson Pythons just
Okay.
happens to be
Do
floating
you have
around.
a python? Yeah.
You got a python
I have
or
a
what?
python on hand.
Mate,
yeah.
really?
I can get my hands on a
Would
python.
you go over to Kymba's place this weekend with it?
Maybe Nala could come over for the weekend.
I'm quite comfortable having a python in the roof if it means getting rid of the rat. Like, no
Yeah.
kidding. That
Oh my
sounds like
goodness.
that's like the best tool I could think of to get into the small space.
So you don't think you just sort of, it's a background smell now? Maybe come the weekend, it's going to, like by this time tomorrow,
Nah, not
you
the
sort of,
way-
only if you consciously stop and think, is there a,
No, if anyone who has had this in their house knows that this is not just to do a little, put on an incense stick and it's going to go away. It is
Yeah.
rancid.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I
Well,
love this.
Watch this space.
Okay.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Now, yesterday, around about this time, we threw it out there because we know that a lot of people have had interactions with Ben.
Yeah.
Ben Cousins, right?
Why do you always grab your face when we say that? It's like he's concerned.
Why are you concerned?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
Everyone's interaction yesterday was very positive.
Very positive. In fact, we've got some of the calls from yesterday. Take a listen to this.
So back in the early 2000s, I worked at a place called Pure and Natural at Carousel. It was all like health foodie stuff, and Ben came up and was spinning out that we had a healthy chocolate cake.
Kat, what was your interaction with Ben Cousins?
Many years ago when the Eagles got into the grand final, I had the privilege of being able to go to the Brownlow medal meal that they had here in Perth for them before they flew over east. And I went up to Ben and asked for a photo. And he says, yeah, sure. So I got into photo. And it is my prized possession. He was one of the sweetest, chattiest, such a lovely young man.
Julie, what's your Ben Cousins interaction?
My youngest son, huge to this day Eagles fan. He was very young, probably 7 or 8. There was a special poster released and it was his prized possession and he had all the signatures except Ben's. So we went to a training session, open session and that, and had his poster, and there was Ben. So as he's coming off the field, Josh asked him for a signature and he refused.
Not once, but twice, actually. Yeah.
It's okay.
Mate, it's okay. It happens.
I love that you're like, I wonder when that was. You're trying to think of the two occasions.
There could have been maybe, hopefully. I really have done it, but it has happened.
It's okay. We know you're fixing it because you're signing one of your topless photo shoot posters.
Oh, they'll be wrapped with that. They'll go, yeah.
And also, I don't want to make it uncomfortable in here, but Ben, we also know another occasion where you have refused a photograph.
Okay.
Is producer Brooke available?
Oh, no, she's not available at the moment. She's had to run off for a second.
Brooke has something to tell you.
No, yes, I do know where you're going with this.
Oh, do you? Do you remember snubbing her?
This is going to become a trend, isn't it? Like, well, maybe it is a trend already.
You want to find out? We'll just throw it out.
This is where
instead of doing interactions with Ben, we just do when has Ben snubbed you? Vesna, good morning, Vesna.
Good morning.
Vesna, what was your interaction with Ben Cousins?
Okay, so back in the day, probably going back 20 years ago now, Ben was, he wasn't too bad on the eye, and he was modelling for Live, the clothing store.
Oh, hang on a sec. You mean this clothing store?
I love this place. How do I look in these jeans?
You look great in those jeans. I reckon you could add this T-shirt to it as well for this up-and-coming rave event that's happening.
Are you trying to upsell me, Pete?
No, not at all. But would you also like these heels?
Yeah, and a belt would be great.
Fantastic. I have 20 of those.
Thanks, Pete.
I used to work there, Benny.
Did you?
Yeah,
Which one?
Yeah, well, all of them, because you got Carousel Shopping Centre was my home one,
Yeah.
but you got thrown around all of the different ones. But Vesna, what's the go there? So Benny was modelling there.
Well, so I don't know if he came into the salon because he was modelling or just because, it was a football thing, but he actually came into a beauty salon I was working in Bull Creek, and I waxed his legs.
Oh.
Do you remember this, Ben?
Yes. Well, I've only waxed my legs, I'm going to say 2 or 3 times.
Right.
And I had the privilege of doing it once.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
you'll be
tell
dining
you,
out on this story for another 20 years.
I was shocked. I'm still shocked at how painful it was.
No kidding.
It was one of the hardest, toughest 45, 50 minutes of my life. And I just kept going, something has got to be wrong here. This cannot be the way it's supposed to feel.
No, this
and
is the type of thing that women are tolerating forever.
All the time.
This is all I'm thinking. And then I discovered neat, is it, or veet,
yeah,
or even
makes
just
it a little
to shave
easier,
it, and
doesn't it?
it's probably not very good for me. It
What
just
were you
fell out.
Were you just needing to be more aerodynamic? Like, what was the deal? Were you cycling
well,
at
just
the time?
massages all week and tape, and it just
That makes sense.
Sounds terrible, mate.
Yeah, but I never went near waxing ever again.
Hey,
but that had nothing to do with you, Best.
I'm sure you did a great job.
Yes.
We've got Anonymous on the line. Hello, Anonymous. What was your Ben Cousins interaction?
Yeah, so this would have been about 2 years ago. My ex and I had taken the kids to some little festival in Perth City, and there was that park where the basketball hoop and stuff has been built. And Ben was doing a shirtless run through there. And it just so happens that my ex knows Ben from footy and had to have a stop, and, they talked, and I'm just standing there on the side, like, admiring Ben. Not for the fact he played footy, but for the fact he's got a really good body.
The rig.
Shirtless through the city? Really?
Yeah.
Was I?
Yeah, well, you'd be shirtless through the city occasionally, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
I
hope not.
Hey, Betty.
Wow.
Hello, Betty.
Hello.
What's your Ben Cousins interaction?
About 2002. I'm now 90, so I would have been about 70 then.
Bless.
I was coming back on a plane from Melbourne, economy, and a row behind us was sitting Ben Cousins. Everybody was in quite a flap about it, but I just sat there like a good girl. And when I got up, but we were in economy. I don't know why Ben was in economy, but he was. He'd been doing something with the Brownlow. I got up to get my bags down at Perth Airport. He jumped up and said, "I'll get those down for you." And I said to him, "Oh, thank you, Ben." And I've loved him ever since. He's such a lovely young man.
Betty.
All the troubles and everything else, I've been on his side.
Oh, good on you, Ben.
Do you need a...
And thanks, Betty,
Yeah.
for the call.
Can we get you
Appreciate
a water?
it.
Can somebody get you a water, Betty? Do you need a...
Oh, yeah, I've got one.
That'd be
I've got a croaky throat. It doesn't leave me.
Cut her
It's
some
fine.
slack. She's 90, man. She's a machine.
Yeah,
Good on
Rami,
you,
who was
Betty.
in my ear to ask that question, cut her some slack. She's 90, man. What are you doing?
Thanks for joining the show, Betty. We
Hey,
appreciate it.
20 years, Brownlow. Was that 05? Did you win the Brownlow in 05? Was that the
I
year?
did, yeah.
Okay, so it would have been that.
Some time ago. Wow.
Probably back on that.
Amazing.
Isn't that sweet?
But
How
hang
many?
on, is it tell me it's standard to fly economy, right? You're not always going in business or whatever, are you?
No.
They do
No.
fly economy, don't they? I don't want to think that you're all living this life constantly on business flights.
Oh, I think most of the players, I think these days would fly business. I think
They'd fly in pretty. Yeah.
Oh, they've probably got their own jet.
Well,
I
you
think-
would have flown
well,
over
they-
to Melbourne before the Brownlow in economy and then flown back in business after winning it.
it doesn't always work like that.
Yeah,
but,
Oh, wasn't she beautiful?
Very sweet.
All right, thanks for your calls. Hey, have yourselves a great weekend. We'll catch you Monday. All right, ta-ta.
Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. 6 to 9 weekdays. Save up to 50% off roller blinds, sheer curtains and vertishears at ABC Blinds mid-year makeover sale. Book a free measure and quote at abcblinds.com.au.